Round and round the earth is turning, turning always round to morning, and from morning round to night. Round and round the earth is turning, turning always round to morning, and from morning round to night. Round and round the earth is turning, turning always round to morning, and from morning round to night. Round and round the earth is turning, turning always round to morning, and from morning round to night. Round and round the earth is turning, turning always round to morning, and from morning round to night. Round and round the earth is turning, turning always round to morning, and from morning round to night.
Good evening. Welcome. Happy solstice. My name is Beth Caro, and I greet you on behalf of the Unitarian Universalist Community of the Mountains in Grass Valley, California, the ancestral and present-day homeland of the Nishanan people. All over the world, for thousands of years, people have gathered at this special time, giving thanks for the gifts of the old year and welcoming the return of the sun. For now is the time of the winter solstice, the eve of the longest, darkest night of the year. The sun is at its lowest point in the sky, and the Earth's North Pole is tilted the furthest away from our source of light and heat. Tonight, in addition to marking the annual winter solstice, we are also experiencing a great conjunction, a closeness between the planets Jupiter and Saturn. So close, indeed, they appear as one giant, unblinking light in the western sky. Not since the year 1226 have they been observable this close together, and they will not be matched thusly until March of 2080. It is truly a remarkable time to be alive. It is a very good moment to pause together and to celebrate. When our ancestors lived their lives in closer harmony with the rhythms of the natural world, there was a belief that by joining together in ceremony on this midwinter's night, the rebirth of the sun, and thus the continuation of life itself, was ensured. Later, the ancient earth-honoring religions were suppressed, and their rituals were forbidden. What couldn't be destroyed altogether was co-opted, and old traditions were simply rebranded to fit the new dominant religion. Ceremonies were still performed, however, sometimes very secretly, in whatever safe space could be found. The space was made sacred by the ritualized casting of the circle. This year, this most spectacularly unprecedented year, we find ourselves needing a very different kind of safe space in which to conduct our ritual celebration of the rebirth of the light. A global pandemic spread by close contact has us all in a communal isolation we have never before experienced. It is precisely the love and care that we have for each other that keeps us physically separated. And so, tonight, through the magic of the technology available to us and driven by ancient desires to connect throughout time and space, we will call the directions and cast a circle in honor of our ancestors, the two-leggeds, the four-leggeds, the winged ones, and the rooted ones, who gathered under the very same night sky to praise the return of the very same sun.
Earth my body, water my blood, air my breath, and fire my spirit. Earth my body, water my blood, air my breath, and fire my spirit. Earth my body, water my blood, air my breath, and fire my spirit. Earth my body, water my blood, air my breath, and fire my spirit. Earth my body, water my blood, air my breath, and fire my spirit. Earth my body, water my blood, air my breath, and fire my spirit. Earth my body, water my blood, air my breath, and fire my spirit. Earth my body, water my blood, air my breath, and fire my spirit.
We will cast our circle by calling in the four cardinal directions, as well as above, below, and center, each bringing its own elements, powers, and gifts to build and strengthen our circle. We'll begin in the place of new beginnings, the East.
Hail to the east! Winter is a time for cold winds and freezing breezes. Spirit of the east, yours is the power of clarity and inspiration. By the air that is your breath, bring forth your power and be with us on this solstice eve night. Spirit of the east, welcome.
Spirit of the east, welcome.
Hail to the south! Winter is a time for sitting in front of roaring fires for warmth and blazing candles for light. Spirit of the south, yours is the power of passion and transformation. By the fire that is your spirit, bring forth your power and be with us this solstice eve night. Spirit of the south, welcome.
Spirit of the south, welcome.
Hail to the west! Winter is a time of snowflakes falling and water turning to ice. Spirit of the West, yours is the power to cleanse and heal. By the water that is your blood, bring forth your power and be with us this solstice night. Spirit of the West, welcome.
Spirit of the West, welcome.
Hail to the north! Winter is a time of barren earth and crops returning to the ground. Spirit of the north, yours is a power to produce, grow, and nurture. By the earth that is your body, bring forth your power and be with us this solstice eve night. Spirit of the north, welcome.
Spirit of the north, welcome.
Hail to the above. Winter is a time of remembering our ancestors. Spirit of the above, yours is the power to watch over and guide us on our life's path. By the stars and the sky that arch over us all, bring forth your power and be with us this solstice eve night. Spirit of the above, welcome.
Spirit of the above, welcome.
Hail to the below. Winter is a time of darkening, of drawing down deep within. Spirit of the below, yours is the power to nourish and stabilize. By the soil that is the mysterious source of all life, bring forth your power and be with us this solstice eve night. Spirit of the below, welcome.
Spirit of the below, welcome.
Hail to the center. Winter is a time to reflect on all that has ever been, all that is, and all that will ever be. Spirit of the center, yours is the power to return us again and again to the deep wisdom of our inner core, by the place within us that is the balance point for all the directions, elements, and spirits. Bring forth your power and be with us this solstice eve night. Spirit of the center, welcome.
Spirit of the center, welcome.
The directions have been called, the spirits have been welcomed, and our circle is cast. Here and now, from wherever we are together in sacred space between the physical and the spiritual worlds on our beautiful earth, surrounded by the planets and the stars.
We are a circle within a circle with no beginning and never ending. We are a circle within a circle with no beginning and never ending. We are a circle within a circle with no beginning and never ending. We are a circle within a circle with no beginning and never ending. We are a circle within a circle with no beginning and never ending. We are a circle within a circle with no beginning and never ending. We are a circle within a circle with no beginning and never ending. We are a circle within a circle with no beginning and never ending.
All through these months, as the shadows have lengthened, this blessing has been gathering itself, making ready, preparing for this night. It is practiced walking in the dark, traveling with its eyes closed, feeling its way by memory, by touch, by the pull of the moon, even as it wanes. So believe me when I tell you, this blessing will reach you, even if you have not light enough to read it. It will find you, even though you cannot see it coming. You will know the moment of its arriving by your release of the breath you have held so long, a loosening of the clenching of your hands, of the clutch around your heart, a thinning of the darkness that has drawn itself around you. This blessing does not mean to take the night away, but it knows its hidden roads, knows the resting spots along the path, knows what it means to travel in the company of a friend. So when this blessing comes, take its hand, get up, set out on the road you cannot see. This is the night when you can trust that any direction you go, you will be walking toward the dawn.
Please, gather round. I'd like to tell you a story about the night that the sun was reborn. It was this time of year where our nights were dark and longer, and the sun tells me that he was feeling very old and very tired. You know what the sun does. The sun shines every day, and that shining, it makes our plants grow, the trees, the grasses, and even makes the flowers bloom. And all of those plants make food for the animals and the birds and even the insects, and yes, even we people. But the sun has become so very tired. The sun has gravity that's been holding the planets and the moon, and oh my, he spins around until he's so dizzy. But the moon has been watching and worries about the sun. She says, "Come to me. I am your mother. I birthed you billions of years ago, and I know how tired you are, and how hard you work. Please, let me wrap my arms around you. Come to me. Let me cradle you and care for you. Take your rest. But I hear the children asking, how long will this dark last? Will the sun ever come up again?
You darkness that I come from, I love you more than all the fires that fence in the world. For the fire makes a circle of light for everyone, and then no one outside learns of you. But the darkness pulls in everything, shapes and fires, animals and myself. How easily it gathers them, powers and people, and it is possible a great energy is moving near me. I have faith in nights.
Dark of winter, soft and still, your quiet calm surrounds me. Let my thoughts go where they will, and ease my mind profoundly. And then my soul will sing a song, a blessed song of love eternal, gentle darkness, soft and still. Bring your quiet to me. Darkness, soothe my weary eyes, that I may see more clearly. When my heart with sorrow cries, comfort and caress me. And then my soul may hear a voice, a still small voice of love eternal. Darkness, when my fears arise, let your peace flow through me.
On winter solstice, before light, before form, in the deep space between stars, darkness, mystery, being, in the womb, within the cave, within us all and in all beings, singing silence. Owl sees through night, bear dreams in her cave, frog burrows beneath rivers' mud. We rest on this longest night, breathing in, breathing out. Winter's gift.
can we do?" the children asked. And the old one said, "Listen, I think the sun would be happy and younger if he heard thank yous from each of you. What does the sun do for us that we can say thank you for? Let's see. Oh, it's that sun on our shoulders when we go to the beach in the summertime. Or it's the sun on our clothes that dries them when they're out on the line. Or maybe it's that sun that's growing those plants so that we have something good to eat, an apple off of a tree or the grapes off of the vine. How about the wind? It's the sun that creates the swirling of the wind and that moves the clouds across the sky. Oh, I love to watch the clouds across the sky. Don't you? So the children gave their thank yous. And then they asked the old ones, "Can we stay up all night and watch to see if the sun's going to come up in the morning?" And they said, "No, you'll be too sleepy. But this is what you can do. You can each light a candle and place it carefully, very carefully, and let it burn through the night so the sun can see." And we remember, don't we, that the sun is in the arms of the moon. But the sun peeked out of the moon's arms and saw all the beautiful lit candles. And it remembered that those candles are a spark of fire that lights the sun. And it made the sun feel warm and younger and younger. And the children went to sleep. In the morning, very early, the elder ones came and got them out of their beds and gathered them for their walk up the hill. And they walked up to the top of the hill, and it was so cold and dark. The sky was black. And so they kept singing their thank yous, and they danced, and they rubbed their hands together. And they watched the sky, and the sky went from black to indigo, then to blue. And all of a sudden, the sun popped out of the arms of the moon and shone brightly on all the old ones and the boys and girls. And they were so happy that they danced and they sang, the sun is reborn, the sun is reborn." Oh, they were so excited. And so they walked down the hill and they went home and they had their breakfast.
Come we now out of the darkness of our unknowing and the dusk of our dreaming. Come we now from far places. Come we now into the twilight of our awakening and the reflection of our gathering. Come we now all together. We bring unilluminated our dark caves of doubting. We seek, unbedazzled, the clear light of understanding. May the sparks of our joining kindle our resolve, brighten our spirits, reflect our love, and unshadow our days. Come we now, enter the dawning.
In the greatest darkness, the light is reborn. The light is reborn.
Out of winter's cold, the light is reborn.
The light is reborn. From our deepest fears, the light is reborn. The light is reborn.
When we most despair, the light is reborn.
The light is reborn. When all seems lost, the light is reborn. The light is reborn.
When the earth lies waste, the light is reborn.
The light is reborn. When animals hide, the light is reborn. The light is reborn.
When the leaves are gone, the light is reborn.
The light is reborn. When the river is frozen, the light is reborn. The light is reborn.
When the ground is hard, the light is reborn.
The light is reborn. Shadows are fleeing, the light is reborn. The light is reborn.
Light is returning, the light is reborn.
The light is reborn. Warmth will come again, the light is reborn. The light is reborn.
Summer will be here once more, the light is reborn.
The light is reborn. Plants will grow again, the light is reborn. The light is reborn.
Animals will be seen once more, the light is reborn.
The light is reborn. Green will come again, the light is reborn. The light is reborn.
Life will continue, the light is reborn.
The light is reborn. The light is reborn. The light is reborn.
The light is reborn.
The light is reborn.
Light is returning, even though it is the darkest hour, no one can hold back the dawn. Light is returning, even though it is the darkest hour, no one can hold back the dawn. Light is returning, even though it is the darkest hour, no one can hold back the dawn. Light is returning, even though it is the darkest hour, no one can hold back the dawn. Light is returning, even though it is the darkest hour, no one can hold back the dawn. Light is returning, even though it is the darkest hour, no one can hold back the dawn. Light is returning, even though it is the darkest hour, no one can hold
know about you, but I needed that. I invite us to pause right here at this moment as we prepare to round this edge of the wheel of the year. As the sun takes its move to the very edge of this season before it slows to almost a halt and then starts to move the other way, I invite us to do the same. If your body will allow it, I invite you to extend a hand into the past, into this past year, just all that it's come with, all the challenges, all the joys as well. I invite you to reach out an arm and feel the heft, feel the weight of all that has happened this year. Feel the pull, feel the lifting too. Feel this past, maybe even turn your face in that direction. Notice how it feels. And with the other hand, reach into the future yet to come, into all that's around the corner that will not be a return to exactly normal, but turn into something new. I invite you to reach toward what you see on that horizon and to feel the weight of that too, or the lift of that, what's to come. And in this moment, to feel the both. Feel the pull and the weight of all that's happened to this moment, and the pull and the weight of all that is to come. The lift of the past, the lift of what is to come. Now's our chance. The call of solstice is to pause in this moment, to feel them both, to hold this spot for a moment. I invite you to hold it in you and to see what it feels like. And maybe in this next week or two, you're inclined to reach back into that past and either caress something or fix something or lift something or attend to something. Or maybe you're ready to take all of your attention toward the future and what's to come. In the meantime, I invite us to stay at this curving edge of the year as we swing around this edge of the orbit with the earth and in our own hearts and minds and spirits. May we be so.
In preparation for the opening of our sacred circle, we now honor and release the directions with gratitude for their presence, for bringing their unique gifts to our celebration, and for holding our circle. We will begin in the center.
Spirit of the center, power of the source, we thank you for your gifts of wisdom and balance. We ask for your blessing on this solstice eve night. Spirit of the center, hail and farewell.
Hail and farewell.
Spirit of the below, power of the deep, we thank you for your gifts of nourishment and rest. We ask for your blessing on this solstice eve night. Spirit of the below, hail and farewell.
Hail and farewell.
Spirit of the above, power of the guardians, we thank you for your gifts of wisdom and guidance. We ask for your blessing on this solstice eve night. Spirit of the above, hail and farewell.
Hail and farewell.
Spirit of the North, power of earth, we thank you for your gifts of growth and nurturing. We ask for your blessing on this solstice eve night. Spirit of the North, hail and farewell.
Hail and farewell.
Spirit of the West, power of water, we thank you for your gifts of cleansing and healing. We ask your blessing on this solstice night. Spirit of the West, hail and farewell.
Hail and farewell.
Spirit of the South, power of fire, we thank you for your gifts of passion and transformation. We ask for your blessing on this solstice eve night. Spirit of the South, hail and farewell.
Hail and farewell.
Spirit of the East, power of air, we thank you for your gifts of clarity and inspiration. We ask your blessing for this solstice eve night. Spirit of the East, hail and farewell.
Hail and farewell.
The circle is open, but unbroken. May the light of the sun shine upon you and within you throughout all your days. And though no one can say with any certainty what our circle will be like next year, where and how we will gather, may we find comfort knowing that the wheel of the year is always turning and returning. The sun, the stars, the moon, and the planets, including our beautiful Earth home, will forever steadfastly continue their endless, timeless, celestial dance. Blessed be. Merry meet and merry part, and merry meet again.